Hello, everybody. Welcome in and welcome back. What a day today. What a day. Oofda. I am just setting up hope everybody's day is going good. I got pretty much everything I need, including my channel. I am still working on the sound, but have no fear. Let's see. Oh, okay. Today's game du jour. Theatrhythm final bar line. I am a fan of Final Fantasy games. I'm a fan of Final Fantasy music. I wear that title with no shame. And lo and behold, someday, some time ago, they started releasing Final Fantasy in on the 3DS. It's called Theatrhythm Final Fantasy. And it was a rhythm game. I like rhythm games with Final Fantasy music. I can't believe it. Oh, two things put together. That makes awesomeness. Now, the handheld version of it on the 3DS plays quite differently than the console version. The reason being is you primarily have to use the touch screen and the stylus in order to play the game, whereas on the console they use the button presses, and so they had to redesign a few things. Personally, I like the handheld versions of it a lot better, but it's still a rhythm game. It's still Final Fantasy music. Let me give some shout outs here. Shout out Jelly Parker. He was just playing, I believe, some League of Legends. If that's your thing, go ahead and give him a follow. I still need to set up. Oh. Oh, Sadie. You had quite the cameo this morning. Right? You did. Your nose. Okay. We are good to go. So Theatrhythm came out on 3DS first. Then it came out on the console. They had 3 games on the 3DS. Theatrhythm Final Fantasy, Theatrhythm Final Fantasy Curtain Call, because they sort of stopped it at 13, I think, for the first game. So the next game had 14 and 15 in it. And then the third game was Theatrhythm Dragon Quest, which I still, for the life of me, want them to I still want them to bring it out here in the States. They can make a console game, because apparently they've already done it for Final Fantasy. I don't care. I mean, they're owned by the same company, so why not have the next game be Dragon Quest? You know, or I don't know about having a huge DLC patch, because the game played a little differently with its characters. So okay. So off we go into our awesome game playing. I got my cans on. While it's booting up. Streaming Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. This Friday is going to be a little bit subjective, seeing as how I may or may not be available to stream on Friday, which is why I'm doing a rhythm game today, in case I don't get to do a rhythm game on Friday. All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I don't know why it's still called the digital deluxe version. I purchased everything. I want to see how far we can get in some of the endless quest stuff. And we are going to definitely rock the volume out just a little bit more. I'm gonna have to consider. Okay, looks good. Looks good. VV Minerva. She's doing Astrobot right now, but she usually does a whole bunch of stuff, and it's awesome to watch. All right, 1, 2, 3, Okay. Let's get our fingers busy. I have all of these stages yet to complete, and they are hard as heck for the last. The last stage is just seemingly impossible. I don't know what I have to do. I apparently have to grind characters until they're star level 10 or something. I mean, I'll give it a try. So the game has something of an adaptability scale where it will, if you select a hard mode, the number of notes will successfully be the same as if you were in easy mode. Okay. Control assimilation complete. Wow. See, these guys are super uber. They're just leveled up, and for some reason, they can't even get to the boss, let alone kill him in 30 seconds. So if allies deal half physical damage, I have a huge magic party here. I have a huge summon party here. None of them are even close to making star level yet. I don't know. Maybe we can try the magic party. But then you look at this character, the boss here, and he's resistant to any type of magic. So, how the heck do you expect me to beat him? Allies deal half physical damage, and the boss is resistant to magic. And these characters are all level 99. What gives? Ah. See, he's resistant to everything. What the heck? This seems like an almost impossible task. I don't even think that my summon party can win this one. We'll give it one more try. Sadie. Now, when it comes to Final Fantasy II, I've actually beaten it, the PSP version. It didn't kill him! Where did I get a bad... Where did I break my chain? Do I have to get a harder summon? Like Alexander or something? Man. I feel cheated. There's just no way to do it right now. Okay. Let's take a look at some music stages and pick out some really good samples, some really good tracks. I like this one. Yes, I looked up the Japanese words. When I was in Japan, I even sang it at Japanese karaoke. 5 people's jaws dropped to the floor, and I'm like, I'm a Final Fantasy fan, you know? It just happens. This girl's a pop singer in Japan. Wait. Retry. First of all, I need to actually get a party here. I can't just bring in my summon party and slam everybody. I'm trying to get everybody to at least level 99. I think I can do it. Are you ready to rock? Seriously, this intro came out for Final Fantasy X2 and I was just blown away. I can hear you. Uh-oh. Ooh, baby, yeah. I can't sing it. Whoa. Oh, it's a short version. I can hear you. There's a whole second verse in the actual song. What is this sorted by? It's all FFX2? Ooh. I have 80 songs to just play. Hey Thora, how you doing? These are all DLC stuff that I haven't actually done yet, so I'm still lacking a score. Otherwise, every song I've done, 443 songs, I've got triple S on. But this is the easy. I am ready to do. I failed? What is this? I got an F? Final Fantasy Tactics. How did I completely fail this one? Okay, let's get our party together, and we're gonna awesomize. How's your date, Dora? Are you feeling any better? Is the car situation all good to go? How did I fail this song? I'm gonna look at this and it's gonna be completely crazy. It's probably why I failed this song. Okay. Let's find our zone. Okay. And Final Fantasy Tactics too, you know, with mannequins. This isn't just Dissidia. F my patootie. Triple S, from F to triple S. You're just leaving for practice, huh? Have a good practice. May Chiron teach someone awesome today. Awesome and awesomely. May someone receive the knowledge without the attitude. What is this that I got an A on? Ooh. I only got I didn't even get an S rank on this song? What? How did I play so bad at this? Somebody must be playing my game or something. That's not me. All right, let's see. Ooh, the elementals from Final Fantasy IV, brought back in Chocobo's Mystery Dungeon as the Leviathan battle. Oh, sorry, Final Fantasy Fables Chocobo's Dungeon. Dun, 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 dun. Whoa. Okay. Oh, they're petrified. I can see why I get an S rank. I think it's pretty freaky at the end there. Dun, dun, dun. I could probably play it again. Dun. Oh. And I'm so mad that Dancing Mad it's only half the song. They need to patch that. Ooh, Matoya's Cave. Ooh, Otherworld. Final Fantasy X blew everybody away. First Final Fantasy on PlayStation 2, and they just wowed everybody to the floor. To the floor. I didn't even change my party. Man. Wow, he survived that. Come on, get him. Yeah. Treble S. That's what I'm talking about. Who the heck is this? It's on triple S. We need to be on the double S here. Oh, Battle 1 for Final Fantasy 4. 18 tracks on double S. Wow. Vanille! I think they still messed up on translations. All right. Let's get our rock on. Oh, this is just the... it's a ballad. Okay, let's get our ballad on. This is the actual cutscene from the game. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wow, they're in the 80s. That's good. Treble S. Wait. Is it this one? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, man, that was a great song. DLC. I haven't done a lot of DLC. Man with the machine gun. That reminds me to give a shout out to Midnight Sumo. If you don't understand the link there, it seems completely random. Man with a Machine Gun, Final Fantasy VIII, and Midnight Sumo. They are all connected. Take my word for it. Maybe I'll try some hard supreme levels, ultimate levels. Woohoo! Dun, 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 dun. Perfect chain too. Treble S. It was somewhere. Maybe I'm a lion. Ask Charon. We made a chain whip routine to this song. Oh. It's not a mystery. I do the best for the songs that I really like. Should I try some? This is hard rank. This is hard rank stuff. I can't believe it. For hard rank mode, you really need healers in your party, so your HP, this is ultimate mode. You really need healers so that you just don't die. They throw everything at you. You have to do directions and directions and holding slides. It's all in it. How about no. What's our song du jour today? What is our song du jour today? The Tower of Zot. It's not a wonder everybody's hanging around here in the 70s. How about I try and get a few more? There's 100 characters. Which song did I mean? It's called. It's in Final Fantasy VIII. It's the one. Maybe I'm a Lion. We did a few poses at the beginning, and then wait. Is this? I wanna at least get expert mode on this. Okay. Easy mode might be just really slow at this point, since how I'm doing intermediate level the whole time. So we started off with some poses, and then we let the chains loose, whip them around. We had a few empty whips. Before we knew empty whipping was bad. We had a few, we called them, it was the horse mounted, right? You slide it between your legs, and then like a right cross behind the back. This is where we did the horse mounts. We had about 4 of them in a row. we toyed with the idea of bringing in a second whip at the end. Then I forgot how we were going to close it. But... It's been years. It's been like 20 years. If not more. God, everybody's stuck in the 70s here. This is just annoying. Ooh, okay. Today's top hit. Let's do a top hit today. Okay, hold on. Just a little off there. I think it's longer than 20. Uh-oh. It's the scorpion! We got him! Ah! This is Uncharted song here. Ifrit! Shiva and Ifrit. What is this, Final Fantasy VI? The Magitech Factory? 20 years. So, Final Fantasy VIII came out. I got the soundtrack to it, which was awesome. And I still think the soundtrack to Final Fantasy VIII was the best orchestrated. It had the most orchestra, just like feeling to it. I love the music from 6. I love the music from 7. I love the music from 9. And there's some select tracks throughout the years, but I think 8 had the best orchestrated music. So we've got Ultimate. They're still in the 70s, man. But Final Fantasy VIII. Jeez, when was that? We were still on cast. I want to say it was my second time around in Denver. Only a double S? Oh man, I was cheated. There was that one strange section in there. Did I not get the Tower of Zot here? I know the cheese stands alone, but Final Fantasy IV wasn't exactly the best. It stood out. It stood out immensely from, I mean, here in the US, we got Final Fantasy I for the Nintendo, then Final Fantasy IV for the Super Nintendo. I mean, we skipped a whole bunch. We called it Final Fantasy II. And should we have skipped them? I don't know. I played Final Fantasy II. I played Final Fantasy III. The Japanese versions of them, and they held a lot of similar things available to Final Fantasy I. Final Fantasy III being the exception because you had your job system. Final Fantasy II was very different because of its leveling system. Final Fantasy IV brought back a lot of classic stuff. Plus, the jobs were very specific to characters. The storyline pulls your heart in every single direction. And there are some things to like about it, and some things are just, there are some sections of it that are really hard because they leave you blank. Climbing Mount Ordeals before Cecil is a paladin. He's still a Dark Knight, so he does jack squat to all the undead on the mountain because he does dark damage, and everybody's just like, huh, what's that? Even though he's got the best armor and the best sword for the Dark Knight job. So he's kind of useless climbing that. And then sometimes you have a very weak party where it was just like him and then the twins. And you ended up using all your MP doing the twin casting. Having Tella with only 90 MP the entire time. He could cast like 2-3 spells most. So, I mean, you ran out of MP. You had to go back and circle back to the town that you were just in, which may or may not be friendly. I tell you, some of it was rough. What? Let's see, Final Fantasy VIII. Yeah, it must have been, I think, my second time in Denver. Cloud smiles. Everybody now pictures the shattering boss or the shattering battle intro. Because we had to do it so many times. Jeez, even Final Fantasy VI changed it up a bit. Sometimes it was the zoom. Sometimes it was the turn, I think. Final Fantasy X. Great graphically, but man, that game was... Spira is a small world. I would hate to have to live there. Spirit is a small world. I'll tell you, the world in Final Fantasy II was even smaller. The Japanese version of 2. The world in Final Fantasy II was so small that it wrapped around the menu or the map. It wrapped around the map. You could see a feature in 2 spots, like one at this corner of the map and one at this corner of the map. It's the same thing. Or like from over here, it'll be over here. It's the same. That was a small world, and what was messed up about it was you could pretty much walk everywhere, and if you wandered into the wrong section, you got your butt handed to you. Chaos. It's got another one. Assault. Let's give Assault a try. I'm not too familiar with this one. It might be one of those underwater segments. No. Maybe it was part of the airship fighting Sin. Remember that part. I remember this part. Seymour! Final Fantasy X was so different. You had the evil guy that you were chasing the whole time, and he wasn't even the big bad of the whole game. Oh, right, Cloud smiles. Okay, I guess if we have to. We really don't have to. I'm just picking up the bonuses for today. Pain! Too bad there's not a shop in the game where you can trade some Rhythmia for some items. They did a lot of weird stuff with this version. They don't have a card Crystarium. Where you could use cards on your character and enhance their stats. Why on every field music stage is the boss the Adamantoise? 'Cause it's so hard to kill. They just want to halt your progress. They really do. I am falling asleep. That led me to do that bad one right there. The victory song rap. Oh, okay, now we don't have to do it. Yay. Okay, what else? What else? What else is today's top hits? That's it. We got all today's top hits. Woohoo. 455 songs left for this. Let's take a look on the series. They've got Mobius. They've got Record Keeper. They wanted to be quite inclusive in this song. These are Square Enix titles, so a lot of this is DLC. Final Fantasy Legend 2, Romancing Saga. Romancing Saga 2 just got a PS5 remake. Saga Frontier. Let's see, Saga Frontier. Unlimited Saga. Wow, we need the Saga series, don't we? This one got a PS5 remake recently, I think. It was on PS4. I don't know about this one. That might be a mobile game or something. Secret of Mana, Trials of Mana, Legend of Mana, Live Alive. A friend of mine really likes this series. Chrono Trigger! Frogs theme. Battle with Magus. Oh, that one was a fun one. Do we have Chrono Cross? We do have Chrono Cross. That's awesome. Xenogears. The World Ends With You. Neo, The World Ends. Chocobos. I think I'm gonna have to play this game. Oh, let's get this going. I'll be so happy when everybody's level 80 and then when everybody's level 90 and it's the battle at the big bridge. I don't think I've ever played through Final Fantasy V all the way. Damn it. Magic pots! Give him elixirs! I'm using a growth egg, and still they only get 3 levels. That's kind of jarring. Near Automata. Bravely Default. Bravely Default was a good game. I liked it. It got a little strange. By strange, I just kind of mean that it was very non-conventional towards the end of the game. The mid-game, you're pretty situated in what you're doing, and then somewhere around 3/4 of the game, you're like, what the heck is all this happening? Bravely Default 2. I would love to start this. Octopath Traveler. I'm a fan of Octopath Traveler. Play this game. If it's ever on sale on the PSN, get it. Primrose, the dancer. Decisive battle. It's sad because I never played 4 Heroes. It's sad because I don't connect with any of the music in the video games today for some reason. It hit me a lot more when I was a kid, and I remember a lot more when I was a kid, up to like Final Fantasy 9, 10, some in 12, like 1 or 2 tracks from 13, and 15. I don't remember a lot of 15 tracks. They kind of all sounded the same. You know, you had your regular battle, you had your overworld, and then you had your epic battle, and it just kind of felt like that was the 3 main tracks of Final Fantasy 15. And this is not representative of how many tracks were on the soundtrack, but they have quite a bit. They're including some of the DLC, the episode Ignis. They included Final Fantasy 16, which I think is great. I've not played any of Final Fantasy 16, and talk about a hyped up game for release. The game came out with such a following, and then it just died off. I don't see a lot of people streaming Final Fantasy 16 on Twitch or YouTube or anything. Like, was it not what we wanted? Just goes to show you, it's more than the visuals that make the game. Because I tell you, I look at pictures of Final Fantasy 16, it seems the only reason I want to play it is just to see these backgrounds and the scenes all for myself. Final Fantasy 15 was a beautiful game, visually. Look at how far they go up. Not even. Can I just choose, like, where's my random selection? Let me get 4 players from the high 90s and see what happens. There were the epic battles had epic tracks to them, but I mean, they just didn't really stick. And this is why people think it's all about just cruising around with your friends, because of the intro. And it's definitely more than that. To play the game, to watch the movie Kingsglaive, for Final Fantasy, it like fleshes out the entire realm universe of Final Fantasy 15. This is part of the movie, not the game. They had small images in the game from the movie to link them together. That's a great scene. There's a lot of the game that didn't make sense. There's a lot of Final Fantasy 15 that you could tell wow, I can't wait. I can't wait to get everybody to level 99. So there was in the initial development of Final Fantasy 15, it was supposed to be part of the 13 universe. And I don't know, Final Fantasy 13 came out and we were waiting on 13 Verses, which was supposed to be this game. And like it got pushed back to do Final Fantasy 13 2, and then Lightning Returns. And a lot of us were like, what the heck happened to this game you guys were developing? And it turned out we're going to make it Final Fantasy 15, which to me kind of hurts. What would Final Fantasy 15 have been if they didn't decide this was going to be the game that was going to be final? Keep this in the 13 universe. What would Final Fantasy 15 have been? We'll never know, because they just decided, oh, well, we've worked so hard on this game and it's not going to make any sense if we put it in the 13 universe anymore. And you could tell when you play this game, chapters like 1 through 6 or 9 or something like that, they're fleshed out, they're long, they've got a huge amount of story in them. And then for like the rest of the game, like 9 through 15, chapters 9 through 15, they just whipped through every single little thing. There's literally like one chapter where it's just one specific huge scene. And I'm like, wow, they really felt the need at the end of this to rush production along on it. It's like, we need to get this game out. And we were left with what seemed to be half a game, or like 3/4 of the game. And then they did the DLCs. They had the movie and they had the anime linked to the game to flesh out the story. But when you get towards the end of the game and things are just happening, there's no build up, there's no explanations, there's still some unanswered questions I haven't played through the DLCs to know if the DLCs answer those questions, but I I don't know. Final Fantasy 15 was a product of the gaming world as it is today. It's sort of started out beautiful and then rushed in order for it to be finished. Let's see. Is there any 16? Do I feel any 16 songs? Nope. Nope. This sounds good. Very piratey. Oh, this sounds pretty epic. But can you tell? We just played the song from 15. Can you tell the influences? It almost sounds like the same song. Nope. Logos. No, Lavos. Lavos. Mystic Quest. Tactics. Crystal Chronicles. Nah. Type 0. There are a couple of these songs, like this one right here. I love it, but it's hard as heck. Even on easy mode. We're gonna do it here. Let me get a weak party in. Part of the series quest for this song is specifically trying to kill the boss, and man, if they don't make it like hard, just make it easy, or they don't make it easy. Thorfinn, how you doing? Welcome on in. Yeah.